Hey, I'm Amanda Thompson, 28 years old, and yes, I'm a lawyer at that Thompson and Associates. My grandfather built this firm from the ground up, and now my father, Richard, runs the show. But trust me, working in the family business is far from smooth sailing. One morning, I'm grabbing my usual coffee when my cousin Eric stumbles in, looking like he's been through the ringer. Rough night? I ask, trying to keep things casual. Some of us actually have lives outside of this place, Amanda, he snaps. Typical Eric. We used to be close, but these days it's like working alongside a ticking time bomb. Before I can respond, my best friend and fellow lawyer Sarah steps in, her voice light but purposeful. Hey Amanda, got a minute? I need your input on the Hartley brief. As we walk to her office, she whispers, "What's up with Eric lately?" I shrug. Who knows? Did you meet the new client, Michael Reeves? Sarah rolls her eyes. Oh, you mean Mr. Philanthropy? He was pouring it on thick in the lobby this morning. Before I can reply, my mom, Jennifer, breezes in. Amanda, honey, lunch today. Can't, Mom. Big case, remember? She sighs dramatically. All work and no play makes Amanda one hell of a lawyer. Later that day, I'm knee-deep in files when my dad calls for a firm-wide meeting. As we all crowd into the conference room, I can feel the tension thick in the air. I have an announcement, Dad starts, and you could hear a pin drop. I've decided it's time for me to step down. Gasps ripple through the room. Eric leans forward, eyes gleaming, as if he already knows what's coming. And I've chosen my successor. Dad continues, locking eyes with me. Amanda, I want you to take over the firm. The room erupts into chaos. I'm in shock, but no one's reaction is as wild as Eric's. His face goes from stunned to furious in a heartbeat. Her? Are you kidding me? Eric shouts, storming out. As the room settles, Sarah squeezes my hand. You've got this, girl. But before I can process it all, my phone rings. It's about the charity fraud case I've been working on. And just like that, things get a whole lot more complicated. Little did I know, that phone call was the start of a storm that would turn my entire world upside down. For weeks, I've been digging into the charity fraud case. The deeper I go, the messier it gets. Cooked books, phantom donations, the works. It's enough to make your head spin. Amanda, you're going to work yourself to death, Michael says, massaging my shoulders one night at the office. I lean back, exhausted. Someone's got to do it. This case can make or break us. Michael's been supportive through it all. We started dating a few weeks ago, and it's been intense. He understands the pressure I'm under. But Sarah doesn't trust him. Amanda, she corners me one day. Something's off about Michael. He's always asking about cases he has no business knowing about. I brush her off. Come on, Sarah. He's just interested in my work. Stop being paranoid. Meanwhile, Eric's spiraling. He shows up late, reeking of alcohol, snapping at everyone in sight. Eric, get it together. I hiss after he blows up at an intern. What's your problem? He glares and storms off. Classic Eric. One night, while cross-checking some numbers, something jumps out at me. These figures don't add up. I dig deeper, and my stomach drops. Someone's been tampering with our books, too. Still reeling from the discovery, I hear strange noises coming from the server room the next night. When I push open the door, there's Eric, caught red-handed. The computer screen behind him is flashing, deleting files. What the hell are you doing? I demand. Eric whips around, pale as a ghost. Amanda, I can explain. But the look on his face tells me everything. I lunge for the computer, trying to stop whatever he's doing. We struggle, and in a fit of anger, everything comes pouring out. You think you're so perfect, don't you? He spits. Dad's golden child. Well, guess what? You're going down, and I'm taking this whole damn firm with me. I'm stunned. What are you talking about? The charity case, the embezzlement. It was all us, me and Michael. We set it up to make you look incompetent. The room starts spinning. Michael? But we're together. Eric laughs, a bitter, cold sound. Wake up, Amanda. He's been using you for information, for access. You were just a means to an end. I feel like I've been punched in the gut. All of his late-night talks, the secrets shared, it was all a lie. Why, Eric? We're family. His face twists with resentment. Family? You've always looked down on me. You always had to be the best. Well, not anymore. By the time I'm done, there won't be a firm left for you to inherit. The shock wears off, replaced by a burning determination. I grabbed his arm, my voice low and steady. You might have started this, but I'm damn sure going to finish it. You have no idea who you're messing with. I can see the fear flicker in his eyes. He knows he's screwed up big time. And in that moment, I make a promise to myself. I'm going to take back everything they tried to steal, my reputation, my firm, my future. And God help anyone who stands in my way. The next few hours blur by as I stop Eric from deleting more files. But the damage has already started spreading like wildfire. I call an emergency meeting, my hands shaking as I dial my father. Dad, we need everyone in the conference room. Now. The partners file in, their faces grim as I lay it all out. Eric's betrayal, Michael's deception, the entire ugly mess. He did what? My father's face hardens with rage. Eric, you're fired. Get out of my sight. Eric slinks out, but I know this is far from over. The next few weeks are pure hell. The charity case implodes spectacularly, sending shockwaves through the firm. Clients are jumping ship left and right. I'm sorry, Amanda, one longtime client says, not even meeting my eyes. We just can't risk our reputation by association. The whispers in the hallways are driving me crazy. How could she not have known? Maybe she's not ready to take over after all. The doubts swirl around me, suffocating. I'm drowning, but then Sarah throws me a lifeline. We're not giving up, she says, fierce and determined. Let's dig deeper. We pull all-nighters fueled by coffee and sheer grit, and what we uncover makes my blood run cold. Look at this, Sarah says, pointing to her screen. They were planning to start a rival firm using our client list. I feel sick to my stomach. How deep does this go? Turns out, way deeper than we ever imagined. As we start connecting the dots, a disturbing pattern emerges. It's not just Eric and Michael. Some of our biggest clients are involved in a web of corruption that makes my head spin. Oh my God, I whisper, staring at the evidence in disbelief. If this gets out, it could take down half the business community. Sarah's eyes are wide. What are we going to do? I stand up, pacing the room, my mind racing. This is bigger than me, bigger than our firm. But maybe that's the answer. We need to think bigger, I say slowly. We can't just save the firm. We need to blow this whole thing wide open. Sarah raises an eyebrow. That's crazy. You know how powerful these people are, right? I nod, a plan already forming in my mind. Exactly, which is why we need to be smart about this. We can't just accuse them, we need ironclad proof. And how exactly are we going to get that? She asks. A slow smile spreads across my face. It's risky, it's dangerous, but it just might work. We're going to set a trap, and they're going to walk right into it. Sarah looks at me like I've lost my mind, but I see the spark of excitement in her eyes. Okay, she says, cracking her knuckles. I'm listening. What's the plan? As I start outlining my idea, a surge of adrenaline courses through me. This could blow up in our faces, we could lose everything. But for the first time in weeks, I feel hope. We're not just playing defense anymore. We're taking the fight to them. You ready for this? I asked Sarah. She grins. Born ready. Let's take these bastards down. The night of the sting operation, my heart pounds so hard I'm sure everyone can hear it. Sarah squeezes my hand. You good? I nod, trying to steady my voice. Let's do this. We've set the trap carefully. A fake high-profile case, whispers of insider information. Sure enough, Eric and Michael take the bait. Got him, Sarah whispers as we watch them sneak into the office after hours. Everything happens fast after that. The police swoop in and suddenly Eric and Michael are in handcuffs, looking shell-shocked. You set us up. Eric snarls at me, his face twisted in fury. I meet his glare, unflinching. You did this to yourself. The next few weeks are a whirlwind. I present our findings to the Bar Association, my voice steady as I lay out the evidence. It's the hardest thing I've ever done, but I refuse to let my emotions show. In light of these revelations, we are initiating disbarment proceedings against Eric Thompson, the head of the association announces, and the legal community is left reeling. Yeah, our firm takes another hit, but something's changing. I start getting calls from other lawyers, clients. What you did took guts, Thompson, one old-school attorney tells me. This city needed a wake-up call. Dad steps up, postponing his retirement. We'll rebuild together, he says, and for once, I'm glad to have him by my side. We overhaul everything, new security measures, stricter ethical guidelines. It's grueling work, but slowly, surely, we start to see results. Months pass, and the tides slowly turn. Old clients begin to trickle back, and new ones sign on. We want a firm we can trust, they tell me. You've shown what you're made of. I promote Sarah to junior partner, and the look on her face when I tell her makes all the struggles worth it. She grins, eyes wide with disbelief, and I can see the pride she feels. This victory is as much hers as it is mine. Then, one day, Eric shows up at the office. He looks terrible, unshaven, with bloodshot eyes. He's a shadow of the man he once was. Amanda, please, he begs, his voice raw with desperation. I'm sorry. I've learned my lesson. Can't we start over? For a moment, I see the cousin I used to know, the one I share family barbecues and late-night conversations with. But then I remember everything, every betrayal, every lie, and all the damage he caused. No, Eric, I say quietly with a calm finality. We can't. You made your choices. Now, live with them. As he walks away, a strange weight lifts off my shoulders. It's really over. The day I'm officially named managing partner, it still feels surreal. Standing at the podium, looking out at the faces of colleagues, clients, and friends, the realization hits me. We did it. We really did it. Later, in a meeting with our new team, I look around the table. Sarah is at my right hand, and the room is filled with bright, eager faces. Through the window, I see the city skyline, standing tall and proud, a reflection of everything we've rebuilt. All right, team, I say, unable to keep the smile off my face. We've got work to do. Let's show the city what real justice looks like. As we dive into our next case, a surge of pride and determination fills me. Thompson and Associates isn't just back, it's better than ever. And me? I'm exactly where I belong, leading the charge into a new era of integrity and success. Bring it on, world. Amanda Thompson is just getting started. But a question lingers in the back of my mind. If you were in my shoes, would you have forgiven Eric? Is there a point where family betrayal becomes unforgivable? Or should blood always come first?